I'm Chris Tung. I guess most people know me online and in various spaces as one of the co-founders of PinkCity.ca. For those people who
Mm-hmm.
don't know, it's an anime gaming streetwear brand from Toronto, Canada. We've been doing it for 10 years now, me and my brother, Mike. It is what we love doing. We've been doing events, we do like after parties and such. We've built quite a wonderful community over the past decade.
Why'd you start it? What was like the kind of
Oh
beginning point?
gosh,
What was it that was like, hell yeah, we're gonna make the shirts and streetwear and
so
do all this?
random, right? Yeah, I mean, uh, the catalyst was actually a silly little incident where my brother and I just ordered clothes online, and it came in, an undisclosed company, and we were like, like the color's off, the sizing's weird, like we could totally do better. Like, just it was just like an offhand comment. And then our dad, who was in the room at the time, who's like a serial entrepreneur, he's always got something going on, and always has like throughout our life, was like, "Well, if you can do better, then why don't you
Do
do
better.
it?" And we were like, "Huh,
Put your money where your
a
mouth is.
curious idea, father." So we thought about it. We did a little bit of research over a couple months. I think it was like January, February that we had come up with the idea, and then by July that year we were launched. So not a lot of time, honestly. In retrospect, we should have spent a little more time. Because neither Mike or I had business background or fashion background. But we yellowed it, and 10 years later, we're still doing it. So it must be working out,
It's
right?
working out to at least
To
a
a
little
degree.
bit,
To a degree.
unless it's like a fake.
I'm getting
trade banking
interviewed. I mean,
situation.
that is somewhat important, right? So.
I guess like what did you guys run into like as far as issues? Like what was probably like one of the harder kind of things of creating the whole brand?
Honestly, just getting people to see our stuff. Like, we knew we had good product. We knew we had a cool idea. Just like marketing it and letting people know that our stuff exists. And honestly, once people, you know, see our stuff, like they love it.
Mm-hmm.
And lucky enough, I don't remember what year this was. Maybe 2015, 16 ish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, Shout out to Jessica Negri, one of the wonderful cosplayers that we've built a
Oh yeah.
relationship up with over the past couple of years. Um, she was kind enough to post her stuff, and it really got the ball rolling that year. Just like uh, people sharing our stuff, people wearing our stuff. Next thing we knew, we were like the cosplayer's favorite streetwear brand, basically.
It's amazing what like
Yeah.
just one kind of little shout out from like some particular people. Can
Yeah, and
do,
like that was even built up to that point because our friend Holly Wolf, who was a local cosplayer, first started wearing us. Like, she was honestly one of the first people to ever believe in us, and then through her, Meg Turney, shout out to Meg Turney,
Oh yeah. I
uh,
remember seeing that
became
too.
aware of
Actually.
us, and then her wearing our stuff eventually got to Jess, and so it was just like a snowball effect, which we were very, very lucky to have.
What was the idea behind the very first one of your parties you guys throw, your fan expo parties and
That's
comic
funny
cons?
because back in like the day, me and my brother used to throw like house parties, like
Yeah.
the sickest house parties, and I guess the transferable skills from that just led to us being able to. We just had the knowledge to throw a good party, and I guess that was lacking in this space. I guess. At least to like a consistent degree. I think people had like little nerd events here and there, but doing them monthly and doing them after every event was something that we thought there was a bit of a void in, because like you know you go to conventions, like there's some people that you see and meet at conventions that you only ever see at these conventions, right? And like people love hanging out with people at cons, and like being able to see them only every couple of months is like kind of sucks. So like
Yeah, yeah.
I think there was that void of people wanting to hang out with like-minded people on a more regular basis, and so we were like, let's help facilitate that.
So how goes the D&D journeys?
Oh, it's great. The Super Journeys. Asher and I have played many fun D&D things, fun
Okay.
Pokemon D&D things. I have a fun little Pokemon D&D campaign that we've got online.
A lot of good people in that one. Too,
Oh
actually.
yeah. Solid crew. Ashley, Ali, Lynn, Lua, all great. Everyone loves Pokemon a lot, so it's a good time. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, the podcast stuff has been really fun. Bleak Space Blues. We now have like the highest production Lancer show in the world, which is pretty
Oh, that's
crazy.
really
Yeah, I mean,
great.
we'll never have the highest production D&D show because that's like Critical Role and Dimension
Never,
20.
never
So
say
like
never. Never say never.
we could have the highest
It was
production.
just Critical Role, right?
That's true. Yeah.
And
yeah.
now you got Dimension 20 with
Yeah.
Brennan is an
Yeah.
absolute.
I mean, you got a lot of shows now.
Yeah.
D&D is such like it's such a saturated market, which is fine. Like it's awesome that people can be creating so much cool stuff in this space, especially the past couple of years. But we figured why not take on a indie RPG, a mecha one, and have like the highest production one of those. So we've been doing that show for just over a year now.
That's awesome.
But like finally getting some awesome recognition. We've got accepted in a couple of film festivals, some web fests. We won Best Sound Design for Cusco Web Fest recently, which is great. Nominated for Best Actual Play Video.
That's great.
We got some coming up, hopefully, through Queen's Court Games, which is a group that does a lot of tabletop stuff. They were providing grants for people to basically subsidize the fees that they need to pay to submit to festivals. And we got that grant. One of, I think, how many was it? 10 people? Or yeah, they help us and a bunch of other groups apply our shows to film festivals because there's like a fee involved and yeah, we're waiting to hear back for some of them.
That's awesome.
But yeah, New Jersey Web Fest we've got coming up in a couple months. Hopefully we'll win some more awards. We put a lot of work into this show, so.
Let's ask a controversial question that once we post this thing, we'll get people in the questions.
Whoa, get in the comments!
Out of these two, only these two I'm going to list because there's tons of D&D, GMs out there. You get to choose Mercer or Brennan as your GM. Who do you choose?
Oh, hands down, no question, Brennan Lee Mulligan. I respect Matt Mercer for everything that he does and has done. Like both extremely talented GMs. But I feel like Brennan is just more my style. Like I'm more in the comedic route. I'm more in like, and also fun fact, my brother and I wouldn't be playing D&D if it wasn't for Dimension 20. Like
Really?
yeah, because I just one day randomly as someone who had been subscribed to the College Humor YouTube channel since I was a kid. Just randomly one day, the College Humor YouTube channel had a show called Fantasy High pop up. I was like a couple hours.
Really?
And I was like, what is this? And I watched it, and I was like, oh, this is Dungeons and Dragons. And so that's what got me and Mike interested in
That's amazing.
the medium
because
to begin
especially
with.
the last while, it's really been like a big push on the Critical Role.
And this was back in like
jam.
2018. We first started watching. I think
Yeah.
I think that's when it first came out.
Yeah.
Before Dimension 20 had its own channel. Before Dropout was a thing, it was still College Humor. And so if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be playing D&D at all. So I think just by default I have to choose Brendan because that was the first GM I ever watched. And seeing him work his magic and time and time again, being such a genius at it, I would be a fool not to have him as my GM if I had the opportunity.
I think my first real kind of like exposure to it was actually probably the Adventure Zone guys.
Oh yeah, they've been around since
The
the
McElroys.
beginning. Yeah,
the McElroys have been doing it for a while
Yeah,
too.
even before Critical Role for you?
I think that was who I can't recall because it feels like at 40 everything fucking blends together. You never really know when anything happened.
Yeah.
But I feel like they were the ones that I kind of was listening to the most religiously. The three of the McElroys are
they're
so
great.
good together. It's
Yeah.
four of them. I was like,
One's a
they're
dad
they're
too.
dead.
Right? Yeah.
I'll leave out their dad. Whoops.
So, Chris, while Asher works on you here with color, Got a little bit of a Chrono Trigger quiz here.
Yeah, okay.
This is more for like bragging rights between
Alright,
the two of you.
alright,
So
alright.
let's see
I will
how
say-
your Chrono Trigger knowledge is.
Chrono Trigger is my favorite game of all time. I haven't played it since, I think I was in university last I played it.
So the amount of time it's been, I think that's accurate. That's good for the quest.
been a while.
That's good
It's
for
been
the
a
questions.
while.
So
But I will say, I'm getting this because rest in peace, Kira Toriyama.
yes, sir.
As soon as that happened, it was like, what, 2 days ago?
So sad.
I messaged
Where?
Asher and I was like, hey, that tattoo idea.
Yeah.
Kind of thinking about getting Frog instead. And I actually have been wanting this tattoo for a long time, just not a priority. Didn't know where I wanted it, didn't know what exactly I wanted
Yeah,
it
but
to
it
be.
felt
and
it felt you
felt
know,
right now,
right,
yeah. I mean, I have a Kid Buu tattoo already, so I have a Dragon Ball thing. So why not pay tribute to my favorite game and one of the greatest, artists of our generation.
fellow nerds online, you know, whoever reads this and decides they want to comment, chill. It's been a while, so let's get our first question then, Nick.
All right.
Bit of a gimme.
Okay.
What year was Chrono Trigger released?
Is that a gimme? I don't pay attention to these things. I don't know, like 90.
I can make it multiple choice for you.
Okay, yeah, that'll
Okay.
be easy.
So I'll give you 4 possible answers.
Okay.
93,
Uh huh.
95, 96, or 99.
I mean, I played it on Super Nintendo. What was the latest?
93, 95, 96, or 99.
99 seems too late because like they're not making shit for Super Nintendo back then. Let me say 93.
You are incorrect.
I'm incorrect.
You were
Oh.
leaning towards 95. The
Yeah,
answer
95.
is March
felt
11,
right.
95. So we'll put an X on that one.
Fake nerd over here.
I got another multiple
Hey
choice
man, it was a
here.
while ago. That was part of the
How
point,
dare I
right?
not? Yeah, how dare I not know when a game came when I was 4 years old?
I've got another multiple choice here for
Okay.
you. Which of the 4 names is not a triple tech? Arc Impulse, Delta Storm, Triple Raid, or Gamma Flare?
What was the second one?
Delta Storm.
That doesn't sound right. Actually, Gamma Flare doesn't sound right either. God, these are hard. Having not played this in over a decade.
Hey, that's you got that in your pocket. That's fine. It was a very long ass time ago.
Triple Raid and Arc Impulse sound right. Let me put my bets on Gamma Flare. That doesn't sound right.
Ding, ding, ding,
Oh,
ding. We got
thank
one
God.
right. Question 3.
It's tough.
Name all party members other than Chrono.
All party members.
There are 6.
6. All right, obviously Frog, my boy, my favorite character.
Correct?
Luca,
Yep.
Robo, her best man.
Yep.
I think people pronounce her name differently, but Marley or Marl.
Yep.
That's 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 6 besides Chrono?
There's 6 besides Chrono.
6 besides Chrono. Magus is playable.
Correct? Yep. 1 left.
Oh, Ayla.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
That's another one on
I
the
was just
board.
talking about it with my girlfriend the other day because we were like, she's hot. Yeah. My girlfriend loves the Ayla energy.
All right. Question 4.
I feel like she's like the least, like. Well, I mean, I guess because you can only use her in the past, right? But like,
No, I think she comes to you later on too. I'm pretty
but like,
sure.
I feel like she's the least used.
I used to use her a little bit, but my main team was Frog, Robo, Chrono.
Mine was Chrono, Frog, and Marl or Marley
Yeah.
or however you pronounce her name.
Yeah.
That's like the classic like Cloud Tifa Aerith
Yeah,
combo
yeah.
too, where it's like you have a swordsman. I guess it's technically 2 swordsmen, and then the magic person.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my. I mean, I couldn't not have Frog in my party. He's the best character.
He was so fun.
Yeah, he's the best. Slip cut. Love that slip cut.
So, question 4. Bit of a trap card.
Uh oh.
You said you can't have Frog not in your party. What is Frog's real name?
Oh, it's Glenn.
All right.
Yeah,
That's an easy one. That's
Easy
an
mode.
One. Easy one.
Easy
yeah.
mode.
Just talking about this the other day. I was telling my partner about Chrono Trigger lore, and Frog being Glenn, and being a human once, and now he's the bodyguard of Princess. So fresh on my mind.
So while the skin is hot and tender, how many forms does Lavos have?
Oh fuck, too many. God.
Think about that last scene. Last part.
God.
We're not talking about when he mimics other bosses.
Yeah. It's hard because I remember when I played it for the first time, I took a break from the boss fight, and then I came back to it to beat it like after the fact because I was just having a hard time with it, and I also didn't want the game to end. So in my mind, that's like split up even more. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I
But
can
I know
turn
he
this into
has-
multiple choice for you.
Okay, yeah, multiple choice will help.
Okay, so the question, how many forms does Lavos have?
Uh-huh.
The possible answers are 4, 3, 6, or 2.
It's definitely more than 2. Does this count? Is this just fightable?
This is his main form. End of the game.
Okay.
You've gotten yourself past everything.
Yeah, I know there's like the cell-looking one. There's like the giant dome-looking one. And then there's like the final one, I think. Say 4 was an option? I'm leaning towards 4. It can't be 6, right? 6 is too much. Even for Square Enix.
That is true.
Right?
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Even for Square Enix.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot. I'll go with 4.
You are incorrect.
I'm incorrect.
You
Was it?
basically named them. It is 3.
It's
It is
3.
3.
Now,
Damn.
redemption on this
I
question.
thought there was just one extra one.
Redem-
Hit as a comet? Doesn't it count as one?
The final forms? No.
No. Like when he comes into the world or whatever. No, is he in?
I mean, we're going with the last kind of boss
Yeah,
fight, right?
yeah.
So not like as you face him through time. We're talking about you are about to beat the game.
Should I be getting this tattoo? I'm a fake fan.
Fake fan.
Yeah.
Bit of a redemption on that
Okay.
question, though. We'll give you bonus points. Can you name the 3 forms?
Absolutely not. I don't remember the names of the forms.
All right.
Lavos.
They're very straight to the point.
Yeah.
Outer
Yeah.
shell, inner shell,
Yes.
and core.
Yes.
Yeah.
Core. Yeah.
So with that, Chris, you got 3 out of a possible 5. Technically 6 because of that bonus
I
option.
pass. I pass.
That's a pass.
That's a pass.
That's a pass. I would consider you a real fan.
Okay.
So-
all right.
It was a
Good.
long time ago,
Claps off
right?
the hand for you.
Long time
You
ago.
can absolutely have a favorite game that
Yeah.
you simply just have not played in a long time, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know the years of most games.
Honestly, like I have so many bands that I love, like music.
Yeah, like I love Halo.
I don't
couldn't
know
tell you what
anything
year
about.
that was.
I had people be like, "Name 3 albums." I was like, "I don't fucking know. How the hell would I know?"
Yeah.
You think I've got time to remember these like band albums? I have a hard time remembering if I put my socks on this
I
morning.
mean, yeah, things like remembering like playable characters is easy enough. Like things to do
Yeah.
with the actual game.
Yeah.
But yeah, like names and like years and stuff is tough.
Got a bit of an insight of what yours is going to be.
Yeah. How dare you ask me the year of a
I'm
game
not
about
gonna
time
pass.
travel?
I know I'm not gonna pass.
So on that note about playable characters,
Yeah.
this is not part of the quiz. This is just to put a bow on everything here. This is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Pick 3 and only 3 Chrono Trigger characters to defend you while the rest try to kill you. You cannot partake in battle yourself, so just 3 characters trying to defend you while the rest try to kill you.
Frog would protect you till the end of days for his honor.
He's loyal.
And Chrono's the main character, right? I mean, like I'd have to face Robo, which is fine.
At least you got Marl on your team.
Yeah, and Luca, like whoever, no one had Luca in their party.
Oh yeah, that's true. Luca. Sorry.
Magus would be hard to deal with. But I feel like we could take on Ayla, we could take on Robo, we can take on
Ayla's a strong one too. That's, but,
Ayla is a strong
but having
one.
Luca and Robo on the same team. That's going to be trying. That's
Yeah,
going to be a
she
challenge.
just fix him up every time he got messed up. He's just a robot. He's just a robot. Just turn him off. We'll just turn him off.
Yeah, I guess that's it, buddy. So,
There he is. There he is.
Okay, your little dude.
My little
to
dude.
go on your
My
journeys
little
with.
frog. Yeah. My little bodyguard to protect me from the evils of the world.
So I guess by the time this gets posted, there'll be a couple of the things you're doing in the next little bit will already kind of have happened. But do you have anything coming up in like a few months' time, kind of spiel?
I mean, conventions, Pink City stuff. I mean, we're always doing parties in the city. I guess the main thing would be our Blink Space Blues, which is our Lancer tabletop RPG podcast. We're going to be in a couple film festivals this year. As of right now, we know of like New Jersey Web Fest in September, but hopefully by the time this comes out, a couple more announced as well. So
And your podcast is on most platforms?
Spotify, YouTube, yeah, pretty much all podcasting platforms. That's
Definitely go
Super
to
Journey
YouTube.
Dudes.
Yeah, Super
Yeah. Journey Dudes.
Super Journey
Yeah.
Dudes. I love it.
Sup, Journey Dude.
On Twitter. On Twitter. Yeah. Yeah. Super Journey Dudes everywhere else.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, big guy.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.